This is Commander Shepard. Welcome to Robofett's Bounty.
It's showtime.
Here we are. Lee, you with us straight away? Or Barrymore's with us?
Right, mate,
Straight away.
I know you did.
Lovely t-shirt you got on now.
I know it looks kind of like the one you've got on. Is it the same?
It's not a sponsored shirt, is it?
No, it's not sponsored. It's not yet. No, not sponsored stream. Not yet.
One that Justin might have. Blue Justin, who is one of our guests today.
Justin will have all of them. He's got every t-shirt known to man.
Yeah. Let's bring on Taz. Here he is.
Hey!
How you doing, Taz? You all right? How are things?
Yeah, not bad, buddy. Not bad. How's you?
Looking forward to tonight? Yes, it's going well. We've got 15 people watching, I think, which is a record to start off with. 17, 15, or it was 15, up to 17.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Adam's come on. He's brought all the girls have come on now. So Adam's here. I don't want to see him.
Are we ready for a third member?
Pardon?
I'll tell you what, we're going to bring the bullet on laugh because he's not been on for a while. He's been quite ill, so we get him on near the end. Let's bring on the man. There he's blue. He's got the biggest effing wardrobe known to man.
What can I say then?
700 shirts. He'll probably change every 10 minutes. Second time on a stream. Here we have Blue Justin. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, buddy.
Thank you very much for having me on the stream. Hello to everyone out there.
What shirt are you wearing today? Is that a
June. That's the new one.
A Racket shirt? It's a quality shirt. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Let's keep them coming. We've got many guests lined up. Let's bring on the Star Wars nut. We have the Bug himself.
Hello. Thank you for having me back on.
It's been a while. I think you're dodging me. I'm dodging you.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Can I just say I'm really happy that there wasn't like some picture of me when I was 12 coming up on an intro this time.
Okay. Well, that'll be for next time.
No, it's worse. It's worse than that. Trust me.
Okay.
Right. Let's bring on another new guest. Let me see if I've got anything planned for him. I might have. Let's have a look what we got here. Here we go.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey,
How you
thanks for
doing, my
inviting me. Not too bad. How are you lot doing?
First time I've had a celebrity on.
How does it feel to be on the other side? Obviously, being streamed yourself, being a part of a stream, is it a bit strange where you haven't got all the control normally? Is it good?
No, I can sit back and relax.
Not on this stream.
Well, I say relax.
There's no sitting back on this one. Yeah, so we've got a heavy night, a good night ahead of us. Oh, here I think we've got Shirley Bassey or someone in the wings. I can see. Here he is. What is going on with that wig?
God, that scared me. I thought that was my ex-wife.
that intro was kind of 80s, so I thought I'd get into the look with it. You know?
Boy, Pat Sharp from Funhouse.
Right.
Right, are we ready? Oh, two people. What do I do here? Right, I'll tell you what. Let's bring on the Batman first. The man himself. I don't know why he's standing up. We'll put it away. Sit down. Let's go. You know. I thought he was going to get your Batwing out.
I mean,
You're right, mate.
How we doing, my friend?
I don't want to discuss it on the stream, but I'll talk to you after
We're
about
doing all right.
it.
Yeah, we know, mate. We'll have a chat after.
This is going to be a fun 2 hours. We've all had stuff that's gone on. I'll mention bits at the end, but we're all together just to have a good time, talk about films.
Hey, Movie Bug.
Hello, Jamie, mate. How you doing?
Right, we've got two other guests in the lobby. First off, he sent me a quick message because he's got a new sponsor. I don't know if you know about it, but I'll just play this quick video.
Hey everyone, Big Paulie here. Here's a quick message from my new sponsor.
I saw a lot of cherries in the bakery the other day, and I asked Mr. Kipling what they were for. To put on top of my new cherry bakewells, of course, he said. Traditional bakewell mixture and fondant icing. And one of those juicy cherries on the top. Rather Moorish, don't you think? They are, very. But then Mr. Kipling always does make exceedingly good cakes.
Big Paulie's here. But the reason I did that clip, because you had a bit of obviously a health scare, and I felt really bad. And next minute, I put one of your videos on your newest video. You had the biggest bakewell tart in your fucking hands.
Big Paulie, you haven't got your blow-up doll with you, have you?
Pardon?
Who, me?
Paulie got a blow-up doll, didn't he?
Have you?
Don't you want to tell us, Bob?
It's about this big. Have you got it with you?
No.
Ah.
No, she's gone to bed early.
She's got a puncher.
We have another person in the lobby, and I do apologise. Let's bring him on.
I don't care if it's Muhammad, Imad, Bruce Lee. You said he was a getaway driver. What the fuck can he get away from, eh?
How you doing, Adam? You all right?
I'm going to kill Jamie because of that fucking video.
Right, we have 25 people watching, which is amazing. Lee, did you want to start the comments? Obviously, now you're a proper admin on our side. Do you want to read a couple out? And
let me go at the top. Let me go at the top. No, not them ones. I won't read them out. We've got spammers already, so let me go.
I don't know if that's Carl or if that's Sharon from EastEnders.
No, it's Patchart.
No,
Patchart. Right, Marcus has asked, has any of us watched The Kingsman? And what do we think of it? Rob, the new one, obviously.
We'll go from. Well, let's go from me onwards. I thought it was okay. You know, I thought it was okay. And like Pete commented on his video, where it's on Disney Plus, I'm in no real urgency to go out and buy it. I think I'll wait for it to get reduced. Let's pass it on. Yourself, Lee?
Mate, I've not seen it yet, mate, so I can't comment on it. I've not got around to watching it. I know Adam's seen it. You've seen it, Adam, haven't you?
Yeah, I actually quite enjoyed it. I was surprised. I didn't think I would like it as much as what I did do, but it's not the best in the franchise so far. I think number one's best, probably followed by 2, and then this one. But it's good.
You just love Elton John, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Let's go on to the Blue Man Group. Justin?
No,
have you seen it?
If
you got it?
If I'd watched it, it wouldn't still be sealed.
You would need to check. You need to open it up to make sure it's in there. It's the first thing to check.
Yeah.
Movie Bug?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I sort of like. I'm not promoting any like thing that I've done, but the annoying thing that I think you mentioned, Pete, that I mentioned in response to your comment, the annoying thing is that America's got a triple set that all matching steelbook covers.
Yeah.
It's really nice. But by itself, it looks a bit stupid, unfortunately. But
I think that's new steelbooks. I think new steelbooks in general, if you look at the Fast and Furious one, it hasn't got a number on. I'm concerned about when Jurassic Park Dominion comes out, because I've got all the lovely black steelbooks, that we're going to get a white steelbook. Yeah, so that's completely off character. And it's just going to muck up.
That's racial appropriation, Rob. You can't say that.
That's it. So, Movie Bug, James, have you seen The Kingsman? I think.
Yeah, I went to see it in cinema, but I'm the same. I'm not going to buy it because it's on Disney Plus, and I'll be honest, I thought it was sort of dead middle of the road movie, just pretty average. There's some entertaining moments to it, but it's not one I'm going to rush back to. I definitely preferred the other two.
It's not classed as a third film, is it? I think it is a prequel, and they are making a third one.
Yeah. It's a bit weird. It didn't really feel like a Kingsman film much until maybe the last act. I think there was some identity issues with the movie, but it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't bad, I don't think, but I didn't really like it that much. So sort of in the middle for me.
Okay, cool. And Bullet, I know you watched it. Any thoughts? People that haven't seen your video.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Not as much as the first two, and I actually really enjoyed the second one, even with Elton John. Plus we get the mechanical dogs. Plus we've got Mando as well.
See, my issues with them Kingsman films, or the earlier two, it's got real, because I watched them both with my mum in the cinema, and they've both got real inappropriate, like ridiculously inappropriate scenes. Like I think there's an anal scene and a fingering scene, I remember, completely inappropriate. They don't need to be in them films, and I think that's a tone didn't need to hit.
Rob, have you seen your content that you put on YouTube?
Well, I looked at. I just know people that are new to this, Justin. You'll probably be on IMDb later, by the way. Every time we do a stream, you'll have a profile on IMDb.
I've got an IMDb profile after doing the one with
Play 10.
Playtendo. Yeah, I've actually added my details from my channel on it already.
Have you got your picture on there? Have you got a profile picture?
He's doing it now.
Yeah, he's doing it. Let's go on to the Bullet. Bullet, your thoughts on Kingsman?
I enjoyed it. Not as good as the first. I don't like the second one that much.
It's not great, the second one, is it?
Nah. Third one, hopefully, it'll be good.
Yeah, Pete.
Cool. Let's go on to the Batman himself. Have you had a chance in your Batman viewing week to watch the Kingsman, or is it just Batman?
I actually watched it last week, and I actually loved it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't really class as a spoiler because it's technically the credit clips. I wouldn't really class it as a spoiler. But they do bring a character in and obviously introduces himself, and basically he's Hitler. So basically, I heard.
That's a bit of a spoiler. It's not.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see where it goes.
Okay, cool. Kyle?
Yeah, proper movie fan. I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, Mr.
I was waiting to buy the triple pack, to be honest, on Blu-ray or 4K. You can only get a double pack of the first two on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Can't get a triple pack, which is so frustrating.
I'll send you a pack of free. Don't worry.
Cool.
I think being a movie fan or have a movie channel, you haven't got to watch every movie. I only watched Back to the Future last year. Do you know what I mean? I could have watched it when I was younger, but there's many films that I've not watched. You know, I think sometimes we all can be a bit funny. I know I can be, like people like in the newer Star Wars or the old Star Wars. How can you like them? You know, each their own. Have you got hair tongs in? What's going on? What's going on there?
He looks like Roger Taylor.
Roger Taylor. That's keeping me warm, that was.
Let's go on to the Playtendo guy. Have you seen the Kingsman or any of them?
Yes, I've seen the first one and I've seen this latest one. I watched it a couple of weeks ago. It was enjoyable enough, though it felt like two films in one. It felt like a Kingsman film, and it felt like I was watching 1917 at times.
Okay.
Can I just ask a question?
In 5 seconds there.
Can I just ask a question to Michael Barrymore? What exactly happened in that swimming pool?
Seaman.
You've seen the film, haven't you? Deadpool. You've seen it.
Michael Barrymore! I didn't know it was you, Lee.
He is.
I wasn't there. I didn't see anything.
You do think, obviously, that the current state of these new releases, it's very meh. You know, we've had the big Spider-Mans, but everything else is pretty mediocre. You know, I'll go back to Texas Chainsaw. I hated people. I didn't like Halloween Kills. Yeah, and if you watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's pretty much the same film. Bring a character back from the first film, ridiculously gory, and it's play by play the same film. I thought. Does anyone else agree that the stuff we're getting? I like the original West Side Story, but the new one, set pieces, it looks good. Everything looks good, but there's not much to these films. There's no real originality anymore. Does anyone agree with that? Let's go from
West Side Story is coming to Disney Plus in March, apparently.
What is sorry? West Side Story.
West Side Story.
And are they doing themselves any favours? Because surely that's going to be before the physical release, isn't it?
Yeah.
No,
Broadway, yeah.
Out March 7th, I think.
Okay, cool. So what's everyone been watching? Barrymore, apart from your pool cleaner, have you watched anything recently? This guy clean your pool.
I've been Peacekeeper. I've been watching Peacemaker. Peacekeeper. Get it right.
Peacekeeper.
Yeah, that one. That's the other one. It's the follow-up. Peacemaker. I've been watching Peacemaker. That's just so finished watching that.
It's a fantastic show. Obviously, there's no distribution rights for the UK. That's why it's I don't know if it's going to come straight to disc, but I went on YouTube and they've got a load of like behind the scenes gag reels.
Yeah,
so when you put a gag reel online officially from Warner Brothers, surely this looks like maybe potential physical release. And there is ways of getting it if you want it, same as Boba Fett and Mandalorian. We all know people that can. I haven't got an issue with piracy if you can't physically get it. If you can't get it, why not? Ads, what you been watching?
Well, it's actually Lee's fault. He got me into Reacher, so I've been watching that on Amazon.
No, I said a reach around, Adam.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been really enjoying that. I didn't know much about. I've never seen the Tom Cruise film, so I was going in this completely fresh. But I really did enjoy it. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
show.
it's really good. It's a really good show.
I think a lot. Obviously, my wife's big into reach arounds. The issue with Tom Cruise is if you read the books, I hear that he's like 9 foot tall or 8 foot tall in the books. Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise, isn't he? He's a 5 foot nothing, and he can't be the same character. Cool. Justin.
The only thing I'd say on that is that even the fans of the books don't like that fact, but at the same time, I have known other people turn around and say that Tom Cruise actually did capture the spirit of the books, if not the physicality.
It's because he runs. That's why he caught it.
I mean, West Side Story-wise, I mean, I don't see what you can do too much with it. I mean, it's a musical being translated to a film. You can't really change it too much from what it is. I mean, they did it with. I mean, they cut out one number from Sweeney Todd, and my wife's favourite number, and she wasn't happy about it.
I might do another cut. And have you watched anything recently the last few days? Are you able to watch stuff like Peacemaker and Reacher, or you?
I can actually watch the Amazon stuff. I just generally do not stream, but I can watch the Amazon stuff. Though I generally don't, unless it's like a one-off night. I tend to try and pick it up if they put it out on physical, which I think they tend to do with things like because they did with was it Reacher the first season, or not Reacher? What was the other one they did?
Jack Ryan.
Yeah, Jack Ryan.
Yeah, Jack Ryan.
So I'm hoping they're going to do it the same.
Well, there's a few Netflix shows that have gone over to physical now, and there's a lot that haven't. So I think we will see. Obviously, with I think Disney, have they taken all the DC shows off HBO Max and Netflix? I think potentially that could be down to them releasing them on discs, maybe.
Disney have they've just had to take off just about to have to take off a lot of the stuff off Netflix. The Daredevil ones.
Yeah, that's all gone as well now, isn't
it? Everybody is desperate to get hold of, and Disney won't put them out on their channels, especially in the States, because they're over the age of 12 by a long way.
But Daredevil, if you go into CX, I bought mine from CX, which I don't think they were UK because I had stickers stuck on the front, BBFC, and they had series 1 and 2. So there is ways of getting them. Movie Bug?
Yeah. Three fell in through my doorstep the other day.
But did Jack Sparrow deliver them?
Yeah, that was them. They basically supply. They know my house so well now. The delivery people from. Don't tell anybody else.
Cool. All right, let's go on. Let's move on to Movie Bug. Films you watched recently?
I haven't really been watching too many films lately. I just got done rewatching because I watched it when it came out, which I think was in like 2007. The Avatar: The Last Airbender show. People know of that. and
Yeah.
it's so good. Like I binged the whole 3 seasons in about a week and a half, I think.
Didn't they do a sequel about his daughter?
It's funny because I've been watching it on Netflix and it keeps recommending it to me. I've seen it pop up. I'm not really sure what it's about.
Avatar or something? Because I know my wife loves Avatar.
Yeah,
And,
I am planning on watching it, but I'm not sure who it's about, to be honest. But
James, are you planning on watching the M. Night Shyamalan film as well?
I've seen that, and I don't want to talk about it.
Have a twist.
Yeah, but I hear Netflix are doing something with that property soon. Although I don't have loads of faith in Netflix myself, but I hear that there is something else coming to do with it.
Okay, let's go on to the Bullet. He did pick up a fantastic release earlier. I don't know if he showed everyone yet. Have you still got that there?
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's heard of this blockbuster. Has anyone know? I'll tell you, if that was in one of them shit plastic boxes, Paul buy, wouldn't he?
Jealous.
So Bullet, have you watched anything? Obviously, you've watched The Kingsman. Anything else that
Yeah, I love Jack Reacher. That's really good. They've
Yeah.
actually got somebody who actually looks like he can be a hard nut. And
Aquaman, is Aquaman in Smallville, I think.
Yeah, same guy. Yeah, and he was a Ninja Turtle as well.
Yeah, Raphael.
Leonardo, wasn't he, or something?
Leonardo, that's it, Leonardo.
Yeah.
Damn, I got it wrong. I'll cut that bit out. It's all right.
I watched Mitchells versus the Machines as well. That was nuts.
Good film.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
See, that's the film.
Changed to the normal run-of-the-mill CGI. That was quite good.
Thing is, you'll just ignore that film because it was on stream, and you're like, oh, it's just one of them Netflix films that it's just like the Ice Age one. It's going to be rubbish, but it had a real good message to it. It's a really good film.
I had that.
Anything else?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching the Titans of Colt Pacific Rim 4K that I just ordered.
Cool.
12 quid on eBay right now.
Excellent.
Yeah, good
Let's
pick
go-
up.
Let's move on to Paul. I know he watched the shockingly shit Resident Evil that he liked. It disappointed me.
Yeah, that was not good. That was not good. I much prefer the Mila Jovovich ones. But yesterday I watched the Texas Chainsaw Mascara, which I really enjoyed, not having seen any of the previous ones.
Has everyone seen that, by the way?
No, I ain't seen it yet. I've not heard good things about it. No.
Okay. I'm Paul here. Anything else?
The gore in it is good. There's some brutal kills in it. It's like I said, Michael Myers is a pussy ass tit compared with this bloke.
It's a series that I think Texas Chainsaw had more reboots than any film I've ever known. To be honest, thing is, like with I think Friday the 13th, if they don't make a film after a certain amount of time, they can lose a license, so they have to make another film. And I think that's what they were doing. I think there's another Friday the 13th coming out, and obviously Halloween Ends and Kills, and just bring back. Have you seen Hatchet? Anyone seen Hatchet?
No. That's the Adam Green movies, isn't it?
Yeah, really good. Kane Hodder that plays Jason plays his big character called Victor Crawley, and he's a good original character. But they made, I think, 3 or 4 films and stopped it. I don't want to watch Myers for the rest of my life. Bring new characters. I know Jeepers Creepers is coming back. Just no originality. Bring back some new characters.
Yeah, I'm watching Reacher as well. I'm really
Reacher.
enjoying Reacher. Although my dad says that he prefers Tom Cruise, he just can't get into the series. The other one, the M. Night Shyamalan series, Servant on Apple. It's in its 3rd season now. It's a really good show.
Okay.
And talking of Daredevil, they've got seasons 1 and 2 steelbooks in my CEX for about 30 quid each.
Yeah. They look nice. And the same as Punisher. I might go down the unofficial route to get some of them.
Yeah,
Because
you can't get the 3rd one, can you? Daredevil.
No. It's the same with Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
I think you can only get season 1 of that.
And Black Lightning, you can buy. I think series 1 on Blu-ray, season 2 on DVD.
Unfortunately, you can get season 1 of Iron Fist. Unfortunately.
At least you can get Black Lightning on seasons 2 and 3 and 4, I believe, in the US.
Okay.
They've done it with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. though, didn't they, as well? Just stopped releasing them, didn't they?
Stopped at 6, I think, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
Makes no sense.
Bring out a box set. So let's move on.
I was collecting the Fear the Walking Dead steelbooks from Germany. I had 3 seasons, then they completely stopped.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
The series still going. It must be on about series 7 now, mustn't it? 7 or 8?
I think it's 7 or 8, yeah.
Yeah, 7, I think.
It's catching up. Right, let's go on to the Batman. Obviously, what have you watched any films recently, like Netflix films or anything from your collection other than Batman?
Last week I watched the new Space Jam film.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Did you enjoy it?
I will admit,
You got over it yet?
I had a lot of fun though. It had like a billion cameos, like Batman. So you know, I was just happy. And
But they took out Pepe the Pew because he was like being sexual with another creature, but left the Clockwork Orange cast in it. Did you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta love that, yeah.
What else I did watch is the other night I did watch Batman the movie, because with the release of the Batman coming out soon, I'm starting to watch all the Batman films, and I'm going to rank them all, and then I'm going to rank, obviously, the Batman's my favourite Batman to my least.
Are you going to rank while watching them?
I think you normally has a rank when there's 3 men's, don't they?
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You might forget what the characters.
I'm gonna rank them as I'm going, but obviously it's pretty obvious that the Dark Knight trilogy is basically going to be in the top 5. So,
well, apparently this is going to be a trilogy as well, isn't it? I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard Joker might be in it apparently.
Yeah,
played by the Eternals guy, right? Played by one of the guys of Eternals is supposed to play the Joker. There's supposed to be another cut of the film with another character from Arkham Asylum who's got a
I've heard there's a 3-hour cut. I've heard there's a 3-hour cut of Batman and there's a 4-hour cut. So, but the film runtime is 2 hours 55 minutes.
You know, don't you miss DC films that weren't 3 hours long, or Marvel films being 3 hours long? Fucking hell! Right, Carl.
I've been doing a lot of TV series lately, but movie-wise, I've done all right. I started off with a real awful film, that bloody new Critters remake. Oh, what one that was?
What one? Attack or
the new one? I don't know. It's
not
the new one.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
Yeah, it was awful. What did I do? The woman in the house across from the
road. What?
Oh, that one.
The woman in the house.
He just said he's done the woman in the house across the road.
Yeah, it did.
He hasn't had time to watch anything else.
Yeah. Uncharted at the cinema. I went and saw that.
Oh.
I'm a bit. Maybe my gamer side comes out, and I think Playtendo Lee will agree with me on this. If you call a film Uncharted, it must be obviously relatable to the films. The people that like it are just as an action adventure. I understand that, but as a gamer, if it's called Uncharted and the characters look nothing like it and it's not Uncharted, it annoys me. I don't know. We'll go to Playtendo guy on that one because I know he's a big gamer. How do you feel about the kind of the genre of video game movies like with Uncharted? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I know that like with Hollywood, they're just going to cast Tom Holland because he's a bankable star. That's why. But
he's a bit of a banker.
but yeah, I think they should have definitely got somebody more older, and like Mark Wahlberg as Sully, they should have went with J.K. Simmons. I think he would have been brilliant.
Yeah, he'd been brilliant. He would have been
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
So, have you watched anything recently, mate?
I watched the Texas Chainsaw today because I thought somebody would be talking about it, and yeah, I'm not that keen. Couple of good kills. The bus scene was good, and the ending was good, and that was about it.
Very short as well, wasn't it?
I think that was the best thing about it.
That's what she said.
I think it was made. It was made. I don't understand why it was made. Only to keep the license. That's all I can think. Because it didn't push the sort. It's a film that's a sequel to the first one. disconnects all the others, just like Halloween. Bring a character back from the first one, just like Halloween. What's that, Tom?
Has anybody got
You mean
any
like what they did with
explanation?
Terminator, where they did all the sequels to Terminator and then they do Dark Fate and make it forget the sequels?
But I think you can still understand with the time travel that you can still make them all relevant in their own ways, the Terminators.
Yeah.
Where stuff that says, oh no, we'll take off the first 9 films and this is the true sequel to the first film and it's shit. You know, so I don't understand why I do that. You was going to say something there, Paul? Paulie?
Yeah, is there any explanation as to how he's aged? Because he should be about 70 or 80 years
71.
old.
71 years old.
Yeah,
71 years old. You know, I hope I'm like that when I'm 71 years old.
That's exactly what he said. No,
Oh, Justin's got a bit. Oh, he's got a new
He
shirt.
was cha-
on.
he was changing his t-shirt.
Bit of pussy.
He's going to change his t-shirt every 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's read a few more questions. Then we've got. I think Ad's got a
No,
question.
we've got
for
a question.
everyone,
We've got a question here from Jessica asking how come we never have any women on the streams.
Okay. More than welcome.
There is a few,
Anyone wants
there
to
is a
come
few
on?
on here. You got to guess which ones.
Well, we'll have anyone can come on our stream. And I
Well,
like
come
the
on,
idea of
come on.
getting stuff like getting the people who've got channels on and getting people that just watch the channels and get everyone together. I think that's what makes our stream different. That we get people that just want to come on and just talk to us or just have a chat.
Has Justin gone back into Narnia to change his
Well, I
t-shirt?
think you've changed another one. So we've got Alex Movie Corner here. How you doing, mate? We'll get you on very soon as well.
Yep.
We're still only on the
Nice.
we've got let's get rid of some trolls, but I think that helps people out because the Scream film was shit anyway. Has everyone seen that?
No.
Well, the new one. I'm not seeing
I
the new
liked
one.
it.
Not seeing the new one, mate.
Okay, cool. Lee, did you have a question for you? I know you wanted to. Not Lee, sorry. Adam.
Adam, wanted to ask a question.
Yeah, what's the most expensive piece of media you own, guys?
Let's go from. Oh, I'm not going to answer it because the wife probably watch it. Lee.
Probably my Lord of the Rings sets, the Steelbook sets, the ones Paul's got. Them ones, they're probably the most expensive ones I own, I would think. Yeah, probably them ones. Yeah, they've got to be the most expensive ones.
Cool. Yourself, Adam, the questionnaire of you
It's probably just like a set, like I'd say, like the Resident Evil 4K set. I don't really have sort of many steelbooks. I've had a couple that I've received off of people, Lee and that, and they're like my most sort of expensive items from a steelbook. But Amaray is like a Resident Evil 4K set, something like that is my most expensive pick.
Justin actually reminds me at the moment of one of those police camera photographs.
Lineups.
Holding his number up.
I had a prop replica. Obviously, I've got rid of it now years ago. When I was earning quite big money, I paid £1,700, yeah, for the sword from the Scorpion King.
Wow.
What, the sword?
It was used on set. It was shit. It had the big golden scorpion on the one the Rock had. It was quite heavy, but yeah, I used to waste money back then. Not like I do now.
They saw you coming then.
Why didn't you just get a butter knife like everyone else?
Dude, I did a little one. It's made of rubber as well. It's like.
On an
Sorry.
unrelated note, you can get the 4 Scorpion King films on Blu-ray for £11 on eBay right now. Not that you want to buy it.
I think there's a few box sets going around at the moment. We'll probably maybe discuss that later.
Yeah.
Movie bug.
Blu-ray wise, it's probably my Godzilla Criterion box set. I think that was about £150. Although I got as well, but I was gifted this. I went halves with my parents for Christmas on it. The Clint Eastwood Signature Collection, which I think
I saw you show that. That's awesome set. Awesome.
It's beautiful set. I think that's a bit more expensive than the Godzilla one now, I think.
That's a nice set.
That Godzilla one's really hard one to store, though, isn't it? It's like
Yeah, it's a pain in the arse, I can't lie. I had to take a whole shelving unit out and get rid of a load of films just to find a home for it in the room.
I've got a shelf you can put on.
I need it, trust me.
Cool. Tendo?
For me, it's probably one of the Arrow box sets I paid about £50 for, but for video games, I bought like a Rock Band set for like 200 quid back in the day. Probably a bit of a waste of money.
I think the Gibson guitars goes for a lot of money. I don't know. I done all the Rock Band back in the day.
Yeah,
it's a cool set. Justin,
it is.
I know you buy a lot of collector's editions. Have anyone that stands out as like it's most expensive, or can you not say because the wife?
I would probably reckon sort of like probably my 4K steelbook set of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
The re-release.
So not the Mummy trilogy then, the Everything Blue.
I have got that one. Because you've got the Day of the Dead, and I've got the Day of the
book.
The Living.
Talking of your Mummy box set, Justin, your video did that Mummy unboxing. I felt so bad for you. Did you ever get it exchanged? But before obviously we tell people what happened, did you get it swapped?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Nice. Nice.
So what I've done?
Absolutely brilliant. They actually contacted me by email, and it's on the channel, and they gave me my email, and then they contacted me, and they sent me out a replacement steel case and new film and everything. Then contacted me back to make sure I'd received it all properly in like new packaging, the whole thing. Didn't have to send back anything to prove any of my point, anything like that. And this is my big concern about the fact they're now owned by Zavvi, and I think you're not going to get one-on-one personal service anymore.
We'll discuss
the Book of the Dead or the Book of the Living will actually turn up on Zavvi.
What we do, we'll get this question done, then we'll go back to that, Mummy, because I've got a point on that.
Yeah.
Bullet, what's the most expensive thing? It's probably one of your collectibles, I guess, rather than a.
She's read out so soon, still what?
Your big Hulk statue, probably, wouldn't it?
Well, no, the most expensive one was the Hulkbuster one version of the Mega. That was like 200 quid. But the most expensive thing in my collection was the Halloween box set. But that was gifted to me.
Okay.
That's worth anywhere between 300 and 600. So we should just.
It's because they're not all under one license. You can't get a box set over here of all the Halloween film because they're all owned by different people. I don't think we ever will.
Yeah, I mean, I almost snapped me desk with the boner when that came out the packet. Couldn't believe that. That was gobsmacking.
Cool. Big Paulie.
It's probably either the Game of Thrones steelbook or the Lord of the Rings ones, or even the Harry Potter one. I do have the Sons of Anarchy collection.
That's the big knife, isn't it?
Yeah, it's built into the actual table. I don't know how much, if it's worth anything now, but that was about 130 quid when I bought it.
And I think the Batman's got his stuff to show us. What's your most expensive collectible or Blu-ray you own, mate?
I don't know if this is true, but it's the one that kind of stands out. I don't know what the price is, but I know it's going for a bit on CX, but I haven't checked for a while. And that's the Alien 6 film collection.
Oh, the steelbook.
Yeah.
I think that's the one. Is that one you picked up from me from CX?
I got it from CX. Yeah, basically, I'd ordered it offline, and it basically come in like immaculate condition.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And I think it's going for like 40 odd quid on CX. It is quite pricey.
Okay, cool. Move on into Carl.
Yeah, I think I've got 3. I think the third one is Dawn of the Dead, that box set.
Oh, the 4K one.
Yeah, I think second place is the Steelbook collection of Indiana Jones, which is pretty crap. I think it was just over 100, that one.
Okay.
And I reckon it's the Scream Factory Halloweens. I've got all of them.
The first 5 are released, aren't they?
I think that, we've got the next one coming this year, the next set coming this year. But I think
they're doing all of them. Brilliant. That's cool.
Yeah, I think that was roughly around about 150.
I'll take a look at
that.
that.
It was all in dollars, but
We'll ever discuss about items that we buy. We sit on shelves and they could be sitting there for 6 months to a year and they're sealed, and we open them up and they've got dents in them, maybe bits missing. Does everyone know what happened to Justin and the Mummy? Do people know about the story about that?
I've heard the lore of it.
Yeah.
Right. So I've done a short video to explain it. It's been edited to be more theatrical. What it was, he got this box set. He can explain it himself. And as he opened it, you know, I think it was it leather bound, really beautiful case. Picked out the disc,
real leather, real wood, everything.
And
amazing.
Unfortunately, it had two of the same discs in it.
Two of the same.
Two of the same steelbooks, wasn't it?
The same steelbook, and the discs inside. It was really weird. That one of the I think the 4K one was wrong, but the Blu-ray one was the right Blu-ray or something, but it was wrong inside as well. So yeah,
he's had it swapped over, which is brilliant. So we put a little clip together just at the moment when he realizes there's a problem.
You're absolutely beautiful steelbook for the front of The Mummy, the original one.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still.
I was trying not to laugh because I would have been fucking mad.
The thing is, everyone that's watching this, all of us subscribe to Justin. He's a top bloke, and you could tell he was upset because I would be upset. And I would have thought that would have been your top viewed video, because I keep watching it, not for the react, because it's unbelievable that, you know, we hold these titles with so much respect, and, you know, we open the right times, and if we leave it too late, these titles can be discontinued, and lucky enough you got exchanged. But what happens if you've left the Mondo on a shelf for a year, open it, and it's got a big dent in it? Is that
Sometimes
ever
what I
happened to
wonder, like I feel about Evander, because he never opens his steelbook.
Yeah,
So I know it's his own personal choice, but what can you do?
Yeah, you've always got to check them.
I think one of the things I was really lucky with was that the steelbooks themselves were the same steelbooks that was in the standard Blu-ray ones that were in Day of the Dead that Paul's got. So in actual fact, they put the 4K on the spindle, but the Blu-ray that came with it was only like in an envelope tucked into one side. It wasn't like a redesigned steelbook on the inside. So they were using the same steelbook, so they had some left over. So
he was lucky there, mate.
Like when you opened it, obviously you can see you was upset. What was going through your head? Because you're filming, you know, you've got your audience there watching. Is it happy? I can't imagine.
Have you got a dog? Did you kick the dog?
I bet you said motherfuckers in your head.
Yeah. Did you rip up a couple of t-shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tempted, but no, I was just absolutely devastated. But the point is, what was the problem was I was really kicking myself, because if I'd actually looked closely, because it was like one of those the boxes, a bit like the Lord of the Rings one.
Yeah, you can see the spines, can't you?
Open side, you can see the spine. I mean, actually said on the spine.
Mummy Returns.
If I'd actually read them and paid attention, I could see that one of them was the same as the next one up, rather than the initial. Because the one that was missing was the original Mummy, and I had two of
the best one. The best one.
I know, just from watching that clip, everyone after this stream is going to look at all their sealed films on their shelf.
That's me tomorrow.
Has anyone I know, obviously, gaming and movies, do you keep them sealed for value? Because obviously, I know I'm never going to sell my collection. You know, you could buy maybe one or two and sell one.
I don't see the point in keeping them sealed. It's up to people.
I know with Slayer, he's got. I think he buys the steelbook, the Blu-ray, and the 4K, doesn't he? So he hasn't got a need to open the 4K.
Yeah.
Is any of you got any sealed films that you just haven't, or just won't open, or you keep them sealed?
No, it was open.
Yeah, no. I've got an out of print Italian horror from Mondo Cedevit Movies. He sent me one. That's still sealed. I don't know what to do with that one. It's out of print.
That's still sealed.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, people were flabbergasted why I opened all the Blue Fans editions, because some of those Blue Fans are worth about £300, £400 now.
Yeah,
Still.
a lot of money.
But I bought it because it's something I wanted. You're not going to see the artwork of the steelbook. You're not going to see the books
exactly what I
inside.
say, Paul. You can't see, you can't appreciate them if they're wrapped
You've got
up.
to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Before it depreciates.
Well, you're not going to open the condom before you use it to fuck. So until you're going to watch them, I unwrap it. I mean, all my films are in plastic bags anyway, but you know.
When I watch them.
Are we all in agreement? Do we use protective cases on steelbooks?
Yes.
Yes. Always.
Jamie,
you've got to.
I use protective steelbooks on covers on steelbooks that I've opened. If they're still in their plastic,
they're sealed. You don't have to. Yeah.
If they're still sealed, I think they've got enough. And also, I mean, Mondos tend to have their own plastic protectors anyway. With certain things.
Anybody want any spares?
No, you're right, Pete.
Send them to Batman. He needs them. Right, let's look at some of his comments. So we've got Steve-O71. He's just in the middle of watching Starship Troopers. I think it's an underrated film. Back in the day, the special effects are phenomenal.
Brilliant.
The newer ones are pretty shit, and they've gone animated now. Everyone a fan of Troopers? Everyone must have seen Starship Troopers.
The first one, not the others.
Never seen it.
It needs a 4K release in the UK.
Yeah.
Number one has, isn't it? Number one is out on 4K.
In the US, it is. But
In the
I don't
US.
think it is in the. Don't think it is in the UK.
I imported that and Air Force One, both 4Ks from the US.
Yeah.
And the picture quality on Starship Troopers is just amazing.
Tendo, you have to add it to your watch list, mate. It is a good film.
It's
I
brilliant.
definitely will. Got
And
plenty of watches it is.
That's good though, because I would love to watch Starship Troopers for the first time now, and it still aged really well as well. It still looks good. The later ones don't.
It has returned to the cinemas. They keep pulling films back to cinema, but I don't think that's ever gone back to the cinema, is it?
Don't think it ever has.
No, I've not seen it.
It could do.
It's only $13 on Amazon. That's not bad, is it?
What is, sorry?
Starship Troopers 4K.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
They
That's
weren't
good.
cheap when I imported them.
That's a good deal.
All the 10 copies, and we'll have one.
We can do a giveaway.
Can I ask
I'll
a
get your credit
question?
card number in a minute.
Right, so Sophie,
Hogan was doing such a clever job of satiring the original novel, because the original novel really was written by Heinlein as very right wing, but Hogan was doing like exactly the same as he did with RoboCop, taking the mick out of the whole right wing thing, and sort of like only being able to vote if you were in the military and stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry about this. I'm a bit hungry. Just gonna eat something. Just gonna eat something.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I received a 4K today from HMV. It's got a slip cover on, but the slip cover is slightly dented in the corner. What's your thoughts on that? Would you send it back, exchange it, or
Send it back. Get a new slip cover.
Yeah.
How dented?
Yeah.
Have you got it there?
Depends on
Yeah,
What side is it? What side's the dent? If it's on the other side, then
It ain't a lot. Hang on, let's try and. It's just very tiny. Up in
we've
that
heard.
corner. Hang on.
Yeah, I think obviously what people won't understand in stores.
What side? If that's not the spine, it's not the right side, though, is it?
No.
Spine side.
No, it's the other side. Am I being fussy?
Not really. I'm
We
the
get
same.
like it. We get like this, don't we?
Yeah.
It's you
But
lot.
we've said it before. It's like with steelbooks are different. For a collector, it's like going to an art gallery looking at a painting. Some of this artwork. That's why I get all the Arrow releases, because the flipping the cases are different. It's a work of art. So people that aren't collectors, and you go into HMV and you say, "Have you got a slip with that?" and they give you that funny look. It's the same pictures on the inside.
I told you what that is. Aren't they? Like, if your kid's missing a finger, there's always going to be some cunt that's going to actually point it out. So it needs to be.
Well, he won't point if he hasn't got a finger, but
yeah, same difference. Oh, look at that. That's creep.
that's what that guy said to me. The guy said it to me in HMV that time when I asked him. because they had one copy. What film it was? But they had one copy left, and the slip was like torn. And I asked him, and he was like, "Well, the film's all right." I said, "But the slip's damaged." And he went, "Oh, you're one of them, aren't you?" I'm like, I don't know if you meant or one of them. I'm like,
yeah. Want the product that I'm paying for to be good.
Yeah, exactly. Just enjoying this Terry Bakewell.
So I think we're in agreement there that potentially take it back. I watched a video. I'm sorry if I don't know who it was, a YouTuber recently that had a scratch in his steelbook, and he said he can colour it in with a marker pen.
Oh,
fuck's sake!
Was it Magpie? Was it Magpie?
No, it was someone that's in our community. I'll have to find it, but I thought that was a bit strange.
No.
So we've got Sophie's Retro Revival, evening, gentlemen.
I think that was James at Movies with
Movies
James.
with James.
It was a slip cover, not a steelbook. I think
Yeah.
it was the black bit at the
think
top
he
of a slip cover.
I think you bought a film we didn't see, so it could be multiple films.
I couldn't do it.
So we've got Sophie again. Oh, this is how far we're back on comments. It's about your wig. Or if you're saying you look crap now, with or without wig.
Thank you very much.
But still wearing the Pat Sharp Funhouse hoodie. I see. Right, we've got Steve-O, great lineup.
Of course.
And there we have something from the past there. Adam's there.
Hang on. It's in two places at once.
We've got a lot of comments here, actually. So look. Right. We do have women, obviously, we said this earlier, we do, well, we put the word out there, but the thing is, there's very little in our community that obviously anyone quite, so as male or female, we'll have anyone on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes our humour can
desperate for anyone.
But yeah, there's a lot of
Pauline on. We've got Pauline on, haven't we, Pauline?
That's a point, actually. Maybe I should actually come back as Pauline at one point.
Yeah,
Not
put
tonight,
your wig
but-
on.
Right,
I'll
we've got
stay
Gary
in
Moore
character
here.
for 2 hours.
So we are a bit behind. We've got Mark Turner saying about Reacher. I think we've had our thoughts on the Reacher series.
Yeah.
I think TV series in general are like, for me, like I said about the movies, a bit underwhelming. The series is like Peacemaker, Boba Fett. Although Boba Fett started ropey, you know, it was like the end of Boba Fett.
Best two episodes you wasn't in.
Potentially the best Star Wars I've seen in 20 years. Do you know what I mean? And what they've got, bringing all these other characters in, that they can put anyone in Star Wars now, because we know they can do it live action. I know we mentioned Star Wars briefly last week. Everyone's up to date with Star Wars or have an understanding of Mando and Boba. We've already asked
I
Lee
have
and I think
seen
Adam.
Bobby yet.
Okay. We'll go past Barrymore and ads because I think they mentioned last week, but Movie Bug, I know you're a massive Star Wars fan, and we have Thrawn potentially on his way, and all they're doing. Are you happy?
It's I don't know. Star Wars is weird at the minute. It's in that weird position where I don't think they know at Lucasfilm where they're going with it all. Still at the minute, they've got the whole TV side. No one knows what's happening with the movies. Some of the novels lately they've had some weird choices. I don't know. It's not gone in the direction I would have wanted it to, and but
We're getting too much. Are we getting too much? Do you think it's a bit overload, or?
Yeah, I don't. I like Marvel. I like the MCU, but I don't want it to become that. I don't want it to become too much, and I don't know. It gets the sequel trilogy felt very Disney-fied, I think, and I think Mandalorian took a step away from that, which was great. And Boba Fett, I don't know what happened with Boba Fett. I really liked it. I just thought it was very messy. Like the first 4 episodes felt very different from the last 3. It just it didn't feel like there was an overarching story for the whole thing. I did like it overall. It was good, but I don't know. I love Star Wars. It's my favorite thing ever, but it's just in a very weird position still, I think.
The last 3 episodes was just for us Mandalorians that were having withdrawal symptoms.
The best
really. Just to tease us for season 3.
Yeah. But do you feel like when you watch stuff like Mando, like I love Boba. We've all loved Boba from the early films, and you always wanted to know what happened if he escaped. And there's rumors, he did escape, and then you wanted to see it, and then we see it, and we was like, did we need to see it? You know, he's the guy that was like, I said, like when obviously Stallone took his helmet off in Dredd. You know, why hasn't he got his helmet on? When Boba Fett's silent, is best Boba Fett. You know what I mean? Having him walking around being a bit of a bit noncy, maybe. Like he hasn't he's not Boba Fett. You know, he's weak. So I mean, I'm hoping.
What they also should have done was they should have done an entire episode on that poor stormtrooper that was down in Sarlacc Pit as well.
But they probably do a robot chicken one, wouldn't they? It's called
probably. Yeah.
I just get a bit worried as well. So you said like Thrawn, and it's like I'd waited 10 years to see Cad Bane come to live action. I only got one episode with him.
but he's not. But he's in obviously with stuff like Bad Batch. I think Boba point a story. He's like 71 and trained him when he was in his 30s. So
we could still see him again, but I feel like any potential in popping up in Mandalorian season 3 now is gone and stuff. And it's like, I swear to God, if they kill Thrawn in one episode or one season.
Well, apparently he's not gone, is he? Apparently.
Well, don't you feel? I know, obviously, not really spoiling it, but like when obviously Boba at the end saying, you know, there's not much more to do on this planet, so they've done all that fighting for nothing because they're going to be fucking off. Do you know what I mean? There was no.
Oh, I don't know. It was a very strange series, I must say.
Tendo, play Tendo. Are you obviously? Well, you're in the obviously new trilogy. How's your thoughts on Boba?
Quite liked it. It was all right, but it really felt like it had a bit of an identity crisis. It didn't know whether it wanted to be that or Mandalorian Series 2.5, but it was fine. The final few episodes were really good, but less said about the sequel trilogy, the better.
Well, Ezra, a character from Rebels, if people are familiar with Rebels, I'm sure I could be completely wrong. He's got a device where they can time travel, and they're looking like that's how they're going to wipe out the newer trilogy. Is that right?
Yeah, it's called The World Between Worlds. It's. I mean, yeah, I'll be very surprised if they do it because I feel like Disney are not going to want to axe their trilogy, but we'll see.
Anybody who wipes out Rey in that trilogy has got me to answer for.
What a genius!
You'd like to wipe down Rey, wouldn't you, Paul?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, he's got his Rey Wash, mate. He's got his Rey Wash, mate.
There was rumours about Rey recently popping up. They're doing something with her recently, but I don't know if that's. I just want to see. I'm really looking forward to Obi-Wan. I think that's.
Definitely.
You know, we are going to see another fight with Vader. You know, it's going to happen. They're going to have a fight with it. Timeline, I don't know. Will Darth Maul still be around at that point? So, I know in Clone Wars, he fights Maul again, didn't he? When he's protecting Luke. Is that this timeline? Does anyone know?
Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's set after Revenge of the Sith, and obviously I think around New Hope.
So Clone Wars. So Maul will still be alive, wouldn't he?
I don't know.
I think he is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That also means that it's going to be set closer to Rogue One as well, then.
Yeah.
Are we actually going to get a trailer for Obi-Wan or not? Or are we just meant to go into it blind?
We'll get a trailer a week before, and then every day we'll get 15 trailers.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. There's a lot of hype around Kenobi, and I'm hyped. And I think I just want to go into it without the trailer.
The trailer's going to come on. It's going to come on screen, and it's going to go, Misa back.
Yeah, and then no one will watch it.
But in the comic, one of the comics, I think the Jar Jar was a street performer. He was still alive, so I would like to see a cameo of him, maybe. And
hopefully now he's on the game and he's down on his luck. That's what I'm hoping.
Let's go on to Justin. Obviously, we've all grown up with Star Wars. How do you feel about the current Star Wars TV shows? Are you enjoying them, or is there too much? How do you feel about it?
Unfortunately, I did totally grow up with Star Wars, absolutely, and I've loved all the films. Unfortunately, as I've mentioned, I don't stream, so I haven't been able to keep up. That's one of the things I don't like about where they stream and they don't put the stuff out on physical. Where it ties into the actual universe and potentially onto future films, it means that they're just trying to tie you in more and more by saying you can't even watch this film and know what's going on.
It's the same with the Marvels, the phase in it, the same with phase 4. Half of phase 4 is digital. We'll point you to a direction with someone that can maybe help you out with Mando, because he's helped a lot of us out, and obviously it's definitely worth checking him out.
It's okay. I think if I check some of the boxes next door, I might actually be able to catch up.
Definitely.
It's probably Dassin that's sending them to us.
Yeah. I think we've already Paul and Pete, you can add to this. I know we talk about obviously this subject every week about the Star Wars. Do you want to add anything else what we've not mentioned before? I know you've got Knights of the Republic film or show coming out, which should be a darker Star Wars. Is there anything you would change with Star Wars? Are you happy the way it's going?
Me?
Or both of you, yeah. Because I know we asked this every week, really, so I wanted to see what the new guys thought. But have you got any?
I love Boba Fett. I mean, the Rancor fight at the end of the series was just mad. I love that. And he came.
But is it just member berries? Like, when you're going to watch it in a year time and think, like, I can watch a Star Wars pod race now, and I hate it with a passion because it's way too fucking long. But as a kid, I was like, pod race, brilliant. And now I can't watch it.
I would still watch it.
Okay.
I can't see there being any problems.
And Paul, as long as Ray's in it, you'd be fine. I mean, if they're doing anything with Ray.
Yes.
Hooray!
A Ray and
Hooray!
BB-8 series.
Hooray!
Yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm looking forward to Andor as well. I think Andor was going to be a good series.
Yeah, definitely.
With K2SO and that. But they've been talking about possibly getting Felicity Jones back in it, but they never met prior to the film, so I don't know how they're going to do that.
Not much is said about Andor, really. It's kind of, obviously they only want to push one thing at once, Disney, and they've got a lot with. Is it Moon Knight coming out? There's a lot of stuff coming. You know, they've got to be careful. It's all coming very, very soon. With obviously Doctor Strange as well, and everyone's
going
talking
back
about
to the physical discs and everything. You know, not being able to get a lot of the streaming ones. I did get two of the Mandalorians season 1 and 2, and unfortunately 2 of the episodes wouldn't play. So it's not having an official release. It's a bit of a problem. If
sometimes happens.
Get a refund.
He said he's going to try and get me another copy.
If not, I can maybe sort you out a second disc. We'll see. See what happens. Batman. Any thoughts on? Are you up to date with? You've not watched Boba yet, but you've watched Mandalorian.
I've watched Mandalorian. I think Mandalorian Series 2 was up and down for me. Because the thing is, no spoilers, but the thing is, whenever like a certain character appears or this happens and this happens, everyone goes to social media, this happens, or certain characters go. It's like at the end of Mando Series 2, what happens at the end with the character, everyone leaked about it online, and when I watched it, I was just sat there and because I knew it was coming, it didn't do anything for me. But I'm going to be honest, I'm really hyped for Kenobi.
Cool. Well, this is what's damaging about social media.
Hyped.
This is what's damaging. If you look, it's what's damaging about social media. Look at Doctor Strange. Everyone thinks everyone's in it. What about they watch it and there's no cameos?
There's no one in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? People saying Deadpool's in it, and then there's another comment I think earlier today about Wolverine is getting recast in it, and Deadpool's in a little shard of glass, and Captain Carter's shield's over here. Do you know what I mean? It's like
it's like when Kenobi is out, there will be spoilers, so I just want to watch it straight away.
Yeah. So the good thing about Peacemaker,
I mean, Thor was in Loki, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You saw it for like 4 seconds, but it's little things like that you notice, little Easter eggs.
Well, you've got massive cameos in Peacemaker from DC guys, but the thing is, Peacemaker airs. It's finished now, but it airs at 5 o'clock UK in the morning on Thursday morning. So we was watching it way before it went up. So if anyone wants Peacemaker, let us. We can sort links out if people want to watch it. It's a fantastic show, and a lot of people are saying, "How can you cheer for this character who's an arsehole in Suicide Squad?" But you really feel sorry for him, and he's a good guy. John Cena's.
The funny thing is, though, I've never really liked John Cena in anything before, not even Bumblebee. But
I love Bumblebee.
In Suicide Squad, he was my favourite character.
And he had the best line in Bumblebee. He had the best line in Bumblebee saying, "They're bad. They're called Decepticons." Do you know what I mean? He's saying to the people, "They're called Decepticons. Of course, they're bad." But John Cena, for me, he's a A-lister now. I think with just Peacemaker, it's like James Gunn's is spot on. Every episode, like with Boba, because it was like one a week, was watching Boba and watching Peacemaker. But was worried that Peacemaker's going to get to a point and it's going to start getting shit. But every episode was getting better and better. Conclusion fantastic. Where Boba Fett was like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go on to Carl quickly. Same question. I know it was about the Star Wars. Obviously, are you up to date with
Yeah,
TV
I'm all up to date. I said it in my review of Boba. I didn't think it was as good as The Mandalorian, but there was some bloody good things in Boba Fett. And I put a question out there. Okay, so going back years ago when we had the original Star Wars, then we had episode 1, 2, and 3. We went through a period of 15 odd years, maybe longer, possibly 20 years, until Disney took over. So if you go back to when you first had the original plus episode 1, 2, and 3, that's all you had. Now Disney's taken over. They've had the 3 new movies, plus these TV series as well, and we've plus Rogue One, the spin-offs and Solo, and we've got to see new characters. It's sort of brought it together, I'm loving it.
It's available in Mexico, lads. It's available in Mexico.
Special Mexico one.
Are you doing advertising, Pete?
I think back in the day we had the 2 shitty Ewoks films, and I'm sure we had a Clone Wars show before Clone Wars, and it was a really weird animated show. Do you remember that? And you had Dirge, and I think they put it just before Attack of the Clones come out to tie it all in together. Yeah, it was a long time. And look at people forget Marvel, Blade. Blade. With the first 18 rated, and Punisher. Two of my favourite.
Would you like to go with Star Wars? Would you rather Disney not take over and not have anything, or
I would rather have a good TV show you can flush out a lot in 8 episodes. I'd rather have a good series than a film every 2 years.
Well, even though there's talk of new Star Wars films, do you think they should really focus just on the TV shows? Because there's a wider universe they can explore.
Yeah, I think they should. Just stick to the TV shows now.
Let's get to a few more questions there, okay? Last chance shares. Even everyone, if you have a Cineworld near you, you don't have unlimited account, on Saturday for 1 day, tickets are £3.
Yeah.
And that's just before Batman, isn't it? Batman come out on the 4th or the 1st?
Third or 4th.
Jamie.
Anybody doing the midnight showing?
Hi, Mark. We have
Jamie,
film. Hey guys, how you been? Hope you're okay, mate. Ain't seen you in a while. Right, let's have a look. Right, so is everyone? I haven't booked up a screen for years. Do you need to do it now? The cinema screens still sell out on day one locally to you? Not up here. No one goes up there, but
evenings and weekends. I mean, I go lunchtime, so I never have to book a ticket. There's usually only about 10 people in the screen.
Is it like the people still cinema? Look at Batman. It's got a 30-day cinema window.
Yeah.
And then it goes on the HBO Max in 30 days after release. So for me, I haven't got an issue in waiting.
No.
How is other people? Are we really going back to cinemas now, or are we happy to wait for physical release? Because we know the turnaround now is sometimes not even 2 months. Look at Kingsman.
It's so quick now, isn't it?
Yeah. So let's go
back
from the
to
bottom.
VHS days when it used to be a year, 2 years.
Jurassic Park, 2 years. Jurassic Park, 2 years. We'll start off with Cole now. So, how do you feel? Will you still go to the cinema? Feel like you're big? Any film now? I know Paul goes all the time.
To be honest, I'm subscribed to all you guys, and I've seen your reviews and everything, and how everyone goes to the cinema and stuff like that. I am way behind on the cinema. Uncharted was the first one I saw for yonks. I mean, you know my situation and everything, and I find it a nice evening out with Stacey and my daughter, and I don't go anymore to like see it on the day of release straight away so I can whip a review out there, because I just can't do that. I'm more like, go in my relaxed time and enjoy it. But yeah, I'll still go. I'll still go every now and then.
Okay. Anyone else want to chip into cinema experiences? Do you still go? Or are you happy to wait? Because obviously you're not going to the cinema to do a video. Are you doing it? You want to do it?
Cinema. I got the unlimited card, Cineworld Unlimited card. So I got a cinema like literally 2-minute drive from me. I can go down there anytime. But yeah, with the big blockbusters, Batman, Jurassic World, Dominion, definitely going to be at the big screen. 20 minutes drive up from me, we're having a new IMAX, a Screen X, and a 4DX installed as well. So I'm definitely going to be checking those out. But yeah, I love the cinema.
You can't beat the cinema, really.
No.
No matter what
Great
surround sound
experience.
you got, you can't beat that.
But you got someone talking next to you. You got a guy in the front with his phone shining off his glasses.
Well, that's the
You know what I
thing.
mean?
I've never had a bad experience ever at a cinema. I must be one of the lucky ones.
Well, we had
Everybody's
someone
really-
behind us. We had someone behind us getting a blowy in Lion King. Do you know what I mean? In Lion King. Do you know what I mean? What's going on with that?
Over the back of the seat.
Was it the 3D version?
I was like, fucking dad, saw that. So how do we feel about, obviously, let's look at releases that are coming out soon. Everyone's excited about Batman and Jurassic Park. Any film beyond that we're looking forward to?
Avatar.
What?
Oh, we know. Oh, do we care now? Avatar? But he's now said there might only be another 2. I know originally there was 7
And then he filmed
sequels.
them all back to back. There's about like 4 of them in there.
5 is doing prequels, sequels,
What?
and this and that.
Sequels.
Then there'll
He'll be
be an
dead
Avatar TV series.
No one's interested in Avatar, I don't think.
Maybe if you speak to your new advertisement guy, they might do avatars or baked tarts that are blue.
Avatar.
It's just been way too long for Avatar, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the one
There's
that I
people that haven't been. There's people that wouldn't even seen it because they weren't old enough. Do you know what I mean? Because you forget how old. Like most of us see Jurassic Park in the cinema, and I know people that are younger than that film. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It don't make sense to me. It freaks me out. Let's go on to Justin. Any films looking forward to other than the big hitters? That any sleeper hit?
Well, I think the one that I'm most likely to go and see next for definite will be one that, because my wife will want to go and see it, is the Downton Abbey 2.
You poor man.
God, I love it. I absolutely love Downton Abbey, so it's good to me. And of course, there's Fantastic Beasts 3 coming up.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, and one I've been looking forward to for about, oh god, it must be getting on for 2 years now. Top Gun Maverick's
Maverick,
coming.
Is it coming out? Is it really coming out?
That ain't never coming out.
It's never going to come out, is it?
Supposedly 27th of May. I'll put it down.
May. It is May.
Okay. We
It's
shall
going to
see.
be Tom Cruise in a wheelchair trying to take off.
Then Lightyear.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Lightyear. Forgot about
Oh
that.
yeah, that's good. That does. Yeah.
People asking questions about why is Woody not in it? It's not about the toys. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I've had some comments on the Paulie group about why is Woody not in it. It's not about that. But that'll be good.
What's it? There's then a store, and then we've got Minions 2. The Rise of
Guys,
Gru.
I've got to go.
Okay, we'll see you soon, mate.
Thank you so much.
See Carl.
Everyone,
Thank you,
subscribe to Carl.
Bye, guys.
Thanks
See
for
you,
being
mate.
here.
Bye.
Yeah, mate.
Right, play Tendo. Do
Black
not say
Adam.
sorry the hedgehog.
Yeah, I am looking forward to that. I really enjoyed the first one.
And they're
That was
doing
a lot
a
of
third
fun.
one and a TV show, right? I've heard.
Yeah, that's true. They've announced that. The second one hasn't even been released, so they must be really confident with it. But I'm also looking forward to the new Fantastic Beasts, even though the second one was terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Top Gun Maverick whenever it gets released.
4.
There's supposed to be a trailer dropping for Thor, isn't
Yeah.
there? Any
Yeah.
minute.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The Bug.
I mean, yeah, I'll go see anything in cinema. I went to see Death on the Nile last weekend. I've got to go put myself through Uncharted this week, so I'll probably see everything that comes out.
And you're a big gamer. You've got an understanding of the
I've never played Uncharted, actually, I'll be honest, but the trailers just haven't impressed me. But I'll still go sit through it. Me and my mates, we've all got unlimited cards. We've got a little WhatsApp group, so we just arrange, go get food before and then go somewhere, find someone, have some drinks after, we make a night of it. But I'm really looking forward to, obviously, Batman and Jurassic World, Dominion, I'll say. I'm really looking forward to seeing that on the big screen.
James, did you go and see Moonfall at the cinema?
No, I didn't actually. I had the opportunity to, but I did skip that one.
Yeah, I
will
watch
it at some point this year.
I thought it was going to have a twist and be Independence Day 3 or something, because it feels just like Independence Day.
Jesus. It was bad.
Yeah, it looked pretty bad. I mean, I went to see Cats, so there you go. I will go see nearly anything.
What?
Yeah, I went in there pissed off my head.
You was the one that went to see it.
Yeah.
Have you still got that? Paulie, have you still got the Cat soundtracks?
I think I've still got two. Two were unclaimed.
Where'd you get them from?
Why do you want one?
He got them off Rob. He got them all off Rob.
So back to Movie Bug. Obviously, you being a gamer yourself, I know we're just talking about Sonic. How do you feel about Last of Us?
Because I have played the Last of Us games. And I really liked them both. So I quite liked the casting. I did have in my head, I think everyone was sort of typecasting like Hugh Jackman and the girl from Booksmart into it. Is it called Booksmart, the movie?
Oh, Booksmart, yeah.
They were casting those two into it. I thought that was really good. But Pedro Pascal's great, and the young actress, I've only seen her in Game of Thrones. Oh, and I think she was in His Dark Materials season 2. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
And we shoot that back to Play 10 though, because I know Lee's mentioned it before. Last of Us. Being a gamer, you happy with that?
Really? Yeah, looking forward to it. I think it'll work better as a TV series than a film. So I think it's coming out next year, isn't it?
HBO Max, I think, as well. What about Halo? Halo as well.
Oh, that was shit.
Yeah, I just don't play Halo, so I don't really know much about it.
So, Ed, any film you're looking forward to? There's obviously the big ones, the big hitters.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the new Mission Impossible. I can't wait for that to come out.
Is that 12?
Yeah,
that's got delayed.
He'd be doing that tonight in bed with his missus, wouldn't you?
That's
impossible.
Isn't that been pushed back to next year now, isn't it?
Yeah. It's getting pushed back.
Same as Indiana Jones. I was looking forward to that this year.
Yeah.
Still on my list as late October, so obviously I'm behind the times in fixing that Mission Impossible. They do keep on pushing them still.
And they doing 7 and 8 back to back.
Apparently,
yeah.
Are they?
I think they're the last ones, aren't they? I think they're ending it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a two-parter.
Till they reboot it in another 10 years.
Yeah.
Still, look at it this way. At least we've got a couple more Fast and Furious to look forward to.
Just read that comment.
I just put the comment up just for a laugh. Have you seen that, Adam?
I've seen it in the comments already, yeah. He's a great guy, what can I say?
Right, so before we go into any more questions, I think we've got a couple of giveaways. I think we're going to do. I think Justin's got a question he wants to put out there, and if you can answer, have you got a video on your channel? Do you want people to answer on, Justin?
Yeah, but I've given them a chance to do that for about the last month and a half. And
we've got 35 people watching, so if any of them want to jump over to Blue Justin's YouTube channel and find, did it say giveaway on your title you're on now?
It's the end of one of my haul videos, but it's the really long haul video at the beginning of the year, about the 13th of January, something like that. I can't remember.
So what I'll do, in the description to this video, I'll put a link to the video, and if you guys could jump over to his channel, like it, subscribe to him, answer the question, he'll pick a winner. I think we've got the Bullet now. The Bullet's got he didn't do his giveaways on Monday, but kindly offered to do them, I think, on this stream. So I think he's going to potentially do it now.
Yeah, am I picking from my pot, or are we talking about the audience though?
you can do the part and both if you want, depending on what you was giving away.
I'll tell you what.
Are you going to fist the minion's head?
Yeah, I've still got that, mate. Yeah.
First time I've heard that one.
Fist the minion.
I'll do it this way. This one I'll give away to somebody on the on here now, right? We've just got to figure out a question.
If you figure out a question, then obviously ads or Lee will drop to the bottom. Because if I skip a question, it'll put them out of order, and he'll see the first answer.
Can we answer, Pete?
We'll win this. All right.
Can we answer?
But one that leads in.
Do you want me to sign it?
Yeah, you could do. Well, what question shall I ask? Ooh.
What's Big Paulie's favourite cake?
It's Bakewell.
Some multiple choice.
All right, here we go. For people who know me, what company associated with films did I used to work for?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. No one answered it, but then if you keep an eye on the comments, guys. Are we doing that one now? We're doing another giveaway later, or what do you want to do? Or do you want to do it all now?
I'll give away this next one now.
Okay.
The first. Now this one's a simple one. The first person to type this word in on the stream,
Kermit's
win this one. All right. So this is what you'll win, Adam's family. First person to put the word "cunt" win.
I'm watching.
We got some comments on the first one where Pete worked.
Yeah.
So let's put up the winner. Can you, Barrymore, can you put that up? The winner, can you see it?
Are we doing it on here? Are we?
Yeah. If you press it, it'll come up on the
Yeah,
screen.
right, man. Seeing a comment. Right, first one is. I'm just reading some of the comments.
Oh, no,
I'll read a few of
It's
them.
Kermit. It's Kermit's Ghost.
Yeah, it's Kermit.
Blockbuster. Yeah, it's Kermit.
Do you want to get on the screen?
Kermit needs another film.
So who put cunt?
Hang on. No one yet.
No one yet. That was the right.
Adam's family.
Everyone agree with this comment?
Someone
I definitely agree with it.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it as much as the films.
No, I'm not looking forward to
Lord of the
it.
Rings.
It looks pretty good.
Really?
I don't think it looked awful, but I was disappointed by the trailer. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
What's the budget on it? 500 million.
Gary
isn't
North
it?
put Minge. Gary
Minge,
North
we got
put
Minge in the comments.
No, we got it. We got it. It's our Australian friend.
Is he there?
He's there. He's there.
Where?
Right, I've got another guest. I've got another guest coming on.
Is it Magpie?
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Is it Magpie?
Brace yourselves.
The Wife That Went to Bed, and then what's the rest of Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, 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 never get it.
I'm so happy I'm not closer with you, Rob. Jesus Christ.
How you doing, Paul? You right?
I Big Paulie.
What?
Hi, David.
Yes, fine, thank you.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Well, he wasn't over Valentine's Day.
Hey, Paulie.
What's Jerry doing? Just randomly shouting out at people
and shaking.
He's excited to see you.
Hello. So yes,
it was the other night when Paulie put in the group chat. Oh, Magpie Movies has done a new video.
Yes.
I thought I was watching Dead Rhino.
That was genius.
Feel the love.
So we've got far too much Star Wars. We were talking about Star Wars earlier, Paul. So what have you watched? Anything exciting this week? Are you up to date with what you've been watching?
Yeah, I've been watching the football. Yeah, I've been trying to catch up on films that I haven't seen in a long time. So like The Nice Guys, Training Day, rewatching Everest, things like that. Just kind of movies that I've seen a long, long time ago, but kind of because I'm cutting down and buying stuff, then trying to rewatch. So like after tonight's stream, I've never seen this one before, so I'm going to put on Billy Lynn's Long Half-Time Walk in 3D because I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
So I fancied watching that one. And obviously watch Texas Chainsaw.
Which you enjoyed, and Resident Evil.
And Resident Evil, yeah. So I enjoy both
You
of
watch
them.
all them films on Valentine's Day night.
And more.
Can I just answer that question? Because I think I actually missed out on answering what I've been watching recently. I was just commenting on what you were commenting on. TV series-wise, I'm watching Grimm Series 1, which is quite good fun. It's not sort of like majorly out and clever stuff. Recently, I've just caught up with a late Valentine's Day movie because we watched About Time, which was it's a really nice romantic comedy by what's his name? Same guy who did Four Weddings and Love Actually. He wrote and directed it, whatever that's sleep. And before that, I watched something that was totally the opposite of something that was nice and sweet, which was Salo, the last 120 Days of Sodom.
It's supposed to be quite a hard watch, that film, isn't it?
Pardon? What was that?
Hard watch, yeah. I mean, I know.
I bet it was.
It's hard. I know it's difficult. It's a difficult watch, and I know it's got sort of like lots of political meaning behind it and things like that. But
they had that in my CEX, and they had stickers all over the cover, covering up all the naughty bits.
I just remember the time I went to trade in Serbian film in CX. They wouldn't take it. They refused to take it.
You can buy that in Asda.
I know. In the £2 section.
That's actually on my next to watch list.
It's ridiculous. I couldn't get through the whole film with an erection. Right.
But actually, going back to what Justin was saying about time, I know that the Laxter loves that film.
Paul got through the whole weekend with an erection.
Yeah, I still got it now, to be honest.
Just stand up, magpie.
Well,
He's standing up. He already is.
It's not that kind of stream, Jamie.
Right, so I've got Media Effects of Madness. I hope you're doing well. Right, everyone's excited, surely. We've only got a few days. Is there anyone?
Hey.
Is anyone concerned? I'm a Batflick. I'm an Affleck fan. Is there anyone not really? I'm not fussed. I don't think we need another Batman film. I'm not. I'll probably wait for HBO Max and pretend I will buy it because obviously I'm a completionist for DC. But is everyone excited? We'll start off from Lee and go along.
Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to it. I think Pattinson's going to surprise a lot of people. I think it's going to be a really good Batman.
Cool.
Yeah,
underrated, a really underrated actor. I think Robert Pattinson. So I think it's going to be a really good film. Yeah.
Looking forward to the sparkly vampire.
Stop it, Rob. That's going to be good, man.
I'm 50-50 on it. I think I'll wait. I'm like you. I'll probably wait until it's out on HBO Max or something and then watch it. I'm not really dying to go out to the cinema and watch that movie.
Okay.
You told me he was going to legally scream it, Adam, earlier.
Well, saying I said I'm not excited. I drove to Liverpool to try and see him, didn't I, when they're filming it? So.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you take your copy of Twilight along so I could sign it?
I see him twice. I see him on the bike. He was on the bike and he wasn't going very fast with Catwoman, but it was cool.
Plenty of them in Liverpool.
Movie bug.
Yeah, I'm buzzing for it. I'm seeing it first opening day, I think. Yeah, I can't wait. I've loved all the trailers. I've loved everything they're showing. The Riddler's costume is the only thing I've been a bit funny on. Other than that, everything looks great. I can't wait.
Cool. Wait, Dendo.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I think Robert Pattinson's going to do a really good job. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. I'm just trying to avoid about the 20 trailers that Warner Brothers keep dropping every day.
Yeah, it's a bit too many. Every day there'll be something's going to drop soon. It's going to just ruin stuff. Batman, obviously you're excited.
Yeah, I am, but obviously I'm starting my Batman ranking. But no offense to people, obviously with Batman being my favourite superhero ever, I am hyped. but I don't think it'll be a patch on The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay. How do you feel about Peacemaker's comments towards Batman?
I really want to watch the Peacemaker. I'm just obsessed with the intro of Peacemaker. It's just hilarious.
And same question to Paul, but slightly different. Are you disappointed in the lack of cinema cups? Nah, with the little figures on top. Do you miss them?
Yes. Yeah, we're not getting anything. All the popcorn tins.
I used to like one of my big cinema experiences to come back with a cup.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
the
don't
last,
the Jurassic Park
actually, the last one Cineworld did. Shang-Chi, I think, was the last one we had down here.
2 Paulies, 1 cup.
No.
Oh, Paulie's got all.
Paul's gone sideways.
Oh, sideways.
What are you gonna
Yeah.
You're supposed to. Right, Pete. Are you waiting for me to send you a link to it, or are you going to see it in the cinema?
I couldn't give a fuck about Batman.
Don't be about bush, Pete. Go straight in about it.
I mean, yeah, it looks all right, but I'll take it or leave it.
I think I'm not a big Patterson fan, but I think like a lot of people weren't an Affleck fan, were they? But before he put the cape on, and then obviously that will change after his performance. So
Yeah.
I'm optimistic. Justin,
I'm optimistic about the film. I think he's actually going to surprise people and do a good job as well. I haven't actually watched the whole trailer situation, so I try to avoid them generally. I would like to see it, but if I was going to see it, and I tend to try and see things, if I'm going to go to the cinema, I tend to try and see them as early as possible, because I go to the cinema to avoid any spoilers and stuff like that do come out quite quickly. And I happen to be away at a rock festival for the weekend and the next few days when it comes out. So that's not going to be possible.
I knew you looked like a roadie.
Sorry?
I knew you looked like a roadie.
Yeah, no,
job.
No,
Not very nice, Pete, is it? Saying he looks like roadkill.
I've got too bad a back to be a roadie.
what is the one of the guys from Batman Returns? But let's go on to Paul. Magpie. You've had a haircut, haven't you?
Yeah, I had it all cut off today. I did, yeah.
So how do you looking forward to you're looking forward to Batman? It's going to be.
Yeah.
one for you.
I messaged, unbeknownst to people, I do have friends around here, and I messaged my friend here and said he's going to go next. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go and see it next Friday. I just keep forgetting to book tickets the last 2 nights. So hopefully after the stream, I'll book 2 tickets, and hopefully it hasn't sold out here in Darlow. Although I thought that Ghostbusters on the opening night would have sold out, and it didn't. So I'm hoping that this hasn't either.
Cool. Got a few comments. Hello, are you everyone? Yep. Ready Player One. Ready Player Movies. I'm off sleep. By Jason Brett. Hello everyone. I hope everyone is good. Jason, we'll get you back on the stream soon. It's been. I don't know if you've been on. I know you've got a Magpie.
He's not been on
here.
He's not been on here.
Well, we'll get you on. Right, so we've got Film Flick is off to see Uncharted on Thursday with his mum. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
I think you'll love it. I think you'll love it.
I think you'll love it. Tomorrow morning.
What, tomorrow morning?
Uncharted.
Right. I think Film Flick will love it if people hate it. Right. Right. Ready Player Movies. Okay. I still go to cinema. There's nothing like a big dark room and a massive screen in front of you. Right, let's get him back on. Almost page is open again.
There he is.
Right, we've got Paulie back.
again.
Right, so Ready Player Movies has got a midnight screening booked up for Batman. I don't think I could do midnight anymore. Obviously, with the amount of hours I do, it would destroy me.
Pussy.
Right, Big Z, the Taz Devil. Is he still? If you're still watching, mate, if you want to join for the next, we're going to be on for another 20 minutes, and then we'll go off. If you want to join for a bit, let us know. Zach is in the house. He was supposed to join us last week, but I had some family issues, so we didn't stream last week, unfortunately. Right, let's keep going through these. Right. So we know Kermit won. Kermit won the giveaway. Pete, did you want to do your giveaway from your tub, your minion head?
Yeah, fist the minion head.
Yeah. I've got the commuter in the drop.
Nice.
Seen them?
Nice.
Can you drop it now, Pete?
The people have got their fingers crossed that you don't pull their names out.
Yeah. So you got any good prizes?
Oh. I'll give away your prizes.
Oi.
Right, I dropped one.
So she said.
The winner is. What did I say?
Dean.
Dean Rolfe.
Walt.
Dean Rolfe. Well done.
So, I don't know if it's the first one that commented on the other. Was it Big Z? Is this the one?
No,
Did he win?
North. The nearest we got to come was Min, so Gary North won it.
Well, we have got a cunt in here. Look, Big Z.
Got loads of them here.
I don't know how we've got this, but we still have 30 people viewing. So
There's a lot of single people out there.
Serious.
You would know.
Right, I'm just scrolling through, see if we've got any more comments. Right. We've got Big Z, apologise for not shipping your Pirates 4K set. I'll ship it out hopefully this month when he's not busy. But I think he needs your address before he can send it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's the first part of sending an item would be the address. And saying that,
you have my address.
Movie Bug, I've still got your parcel there with Paul's. So your LPs are coming.
Oh, yeah. That's
And
right.
Paul, you're going to get your box.
You'll never receive them.
Direct message me and we'll talk about addresses and stuff.
Well, Paul was after a pop vinyl of Michael Myers, which I picked up for him. When was it? November? October?
It was before Halloween Kills came out.
And I said to him, you'll receive it before it comes out. And obviously, it's out to buy now, and it's still in the box. So I will get out to you.
It's all right. Halloween End comes out this year, doesn't it? So
I'll just tip it on.
Yeah, right in the box.
So we've got Dave here. Hi, guys. This is going to be a good evening. So we're way behind here. Way behind.
I think you're a bit behind there, mate.
Let's skip forward a bit. I apologise for missing these comments. It's been crazy. Anyone seen the Darjeeling Limited? The first Wes Anderson movie you saw this week? Anyone a fan? I see Movie Bugs.
I love Wes Anderson. One of my favourite directors.
I might own it. I don't know.
It's a
Is
really
that the
good
one with
movie.
Owen Wilson in it?
Yes. Yeah. It's a really good movie, actually.
Okay.
Never seen it.
Anyone else seen it?
No, I've never seen it.
I thought Justin would have seen it.
isn't the one that go to India and Owen Wilson's got the thing on his head and he's got a black eye and he's got Adrian Brody and they're all brothers or something. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the one. It's an interesting movie. I think the first half it's a lot better than the back half because they sort of get off the train and I don't want to spoil it. The first half of the movie is really good and then it derails a bit.
There's a guy at the end. Not the plane. Well, I don't know if I should put this question up because I was only right. What's your favourite Batman movie or movies? Are you listening? Are we saying who's your favourite Batman?
Favourite Batman?
Mine is obviously. I'll still say Affleck all the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Affleck.
Don't know. I like Keaton. I just like the original Batman.
Michael Keaton for me, mind.
Did I like Michael Keaton moves though? Because he can't move his head, can he properly?
No.
I don't know if they're going to rectify that in the Flash because obviously we know he's in it. Where he can't move his head properly.
I'm looking forward to seeing him in the Flash. Can't wait to see him in that.
You know why he can't move his neck so much? It's all the blowjobs he got to get back in the films. He had to suck off a lot of people to get the movie off.
Is that fact? Movie Bug?
Yeah, because he's been sucking Pete off.
I don't think he has had the best movies, but I'll actually agree. I think Affleck was the best one to play him.
Yeah. I think just at the size, he's like proper Frank Miller size, beefy Batman. Do you know what I mean?
He proper looks like the comic book adaptation. I think out the actors, but I'm gonna have to shoot off, guys, if it's all right.
Yeah, of course it is, mate.
Apologise, I've got to be up early tomorrow, so.
Thanks for joining.
No, thanks for having me on. Cheers. Nice speaking with you all.
See you, mate.
See you soon, buddy.
Take it easy.
Subscribe to Movie Bug, everyone.
Like,
Right, let's go on to Playtendo. Your favourite Batman or Batman film?
I would say Ben Affleck's my favourite. I really think he's good, but I also like Kevin Conroy from the animated series.
Okay. And didn't he play Batman in the Batwoman episode? He played old Batman, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
don't
Yeah,
know.
He did live. He played like the arsehole one. I think he had like
Yeah.
he was in like a bodysuit. He was like the bad version of Batman. He did do a live action
wow.
portrayal of Batman.
West.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's move on to the Batman himself. Is it yourself? Are you the best Batman?
No, there's two better than me.
Right, okay. Adam West.
My favourite Batman is Bale.
Okay.
He's a footballer,
And
isn't
then I love Christian Bale. He's always Batman. And the second, my favourite Batman is Batfleck.
Okay. Definitely one of them's right. Let's go on to Bullet. What you say, Batnips Clooney.
It's Affleck, mate.
No.
It's got to be Affleck.
Affleck.
I love
I
Batfleck.
enjoyed Daredevil, so I like the way that went, and I like what he did with Batman, so I'm happy with that.
And yeah, again, there's all this talk about Affleck being in Doctor Strange as well, and it's Daredevil. You read that as well?
Oh, yeah, apparently, yeah.
The same Wesley Snipes is in it as well now as Blade.
What's you know, it's going to be
today. They said that.
It's going to be a film where they're kicking themselves in the teeth by all this stuff people saying.
It's like
You know what I mean?
Punisher's meant to have a cameo and this and that, and it's just, yeah.
I've heard Vidal Sassoon's in it as well.
Chris
But
Evans.
we know Charles Xavier's in it.
Because that big,
Yeah,
that
he's in
big
the trailer, isn't he?
eyeball creature, I think Shin Megura, I think his name is, from a lot of the Marvel games. They haven't got the license to call him the right name, so he's called something else, Goliath or something. It's called because they've lost the rights to the name of him.
Magpie. Who
What?
I picked up.
You know.
I don't
So-
think you're going to be getting any tips from that, Pete, are you?
Worth $1,000, that.
Is it? Let's move on to Justin. Your favourite Batman or Batman film?
I think it's got to be Dark Knight.
Okay.
Tradition. I mean, well, I think it's traditional, but wasn't really into much about the Batman stuff before that trilogy. So, I mean, I did watch them and enjoy them, but I think they've really more captured the darker aspects much better.
Cool. Magpie, it's good. It's Affleck for you, isn't it?
Yep, all the way.
No, it's Keaton.
Yeah, it's my
Keaton.
the first Batman I saw at the cinema was Batman 1989, and then followed that loads of hype after it came out on VHS. And
No one said Kilmer.
He's my fifth favourite after after Clooney.
But as I said, I am in the process of watching and ranking all the Batmans.
I don't think none of them are bad Batmans, are they? When they're in the suit, it's Batman. I think Affleck is the best Bruce Wayne.
Nah, I see, I like Michael Keaton both for me.
I think the cockiness of Michael Caine knows it, and obviously Bale was Bruce
I've got
Wayne.
a real problem with
Wayne.
Michael Keaton's size. I don't mean in the bedroom. I mean he's just sorry. No, can't be Batman.
So what are you doing about Paul? Are you a Keaton or a Kilmer?
George Clooney all the way.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Is it because he'll get drive through? It's one of the back card, isn't it?
Yes, a
He'll get
credit card.
drive-through.
The card. Yeah.
No, it's
Is that the bill had the blue or green lights down the front?
Yeah.
The grills.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
No,
Right,
that's
so
a Christian Bale
That film had a good
trilogy.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Now, but Paul, you said that Zavi will bring out an ER box set now.
Steelbooks.
Yeah. Zavi still.
Right, so we'll see if we can battle through some of these questions now. So, Gary North, what's your favourite Blu-ray or 4K so far in 22? He's his second site release of Censor. Mine necessarily won't be editions. I really like doing Ghostbusters for me.
Yeah,
I've got two.
Yeah.
Lee? No, you've got your Mondos and stuff.
Yeah, it's too many to pick from, mate. The Mondos I'm really liking this next lot of Mondos. They're really cool. Yeah, it's probably the Mondos for me. I like all of them. And I think there's another one out next week. Paul will know. There's
Ant-Man. It's Ant-Man, isn't it?
next week.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, that's really
Is your
cool.
Ant-Man turned up yet?
Do what?
Your Ant-Man.
Yeah, I've got that. That was fine. Believe it or not.
Okay.
But yeah, Paul's gone again.
Thanks for change. Ads, Blu-ray or 4K that you've bought recently that you love?
I like these. Me and Lee were talking about these. I'm liking them, the Eureka, them releasing all the old school martial art movies, like the Sammo Hung ones and that. So I got that through the post today. So I think they're starting to release some really good titles and that. So pleased with that.
Oh, I think I've just muted Paulie. Hold on. What? He's still on an angle. Right.
Morning Angle. Morning Angle.
Kurt Angle. Look, change his name to Kurt Angle.
So Mr. Tendo?
Yeah, for me, probably Ghostbusters or Last Night in Soho, I think. I haven't picked up anything really extravagant on Blu-ray yet.
And you're happy with the case of Ghostbusters? You got the Blu-ray one, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the Blu-ray. Much better artwork.
The better artwork, yeah. Batman?
Ghostbusters and Dune, but the 4K cover for Afterlife looks awful.
It doesn't match the steelbooks if you got one of them.
No.
So
my steelbooks don't match Ghostbusters steelbooks. None of them match.
No.
Because the first three, even though I will admit having the female one steelbook, they're all like the animated, like the drawing type ones. And then
I've got all three of them.
I like the original one.
All right, you fash git. And this one don't match.
There we go. Look, Big Paulie. Any of your titles stand out the most? What you bought recently? Favourite 4K of the year so far? Paulie. Oh, I've muted him.
Hello.
Hello.
Someone give him a cherry bakewell.
You there, Paul?
Paulie.
I think I muted you by accident, Paul. What's your favourite 4K release so far this year?
He can't hear you.
To Magpie.
Daisy Ridley. Daisy
Is it
Ridley.
Oh, me.
You're asking me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's talking.
We can't hear him. He's talking.
Muted.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
What?
We
You
can't
said
hear you,
about a blowy.
Who's the cunt?
What, Magpie. Favourite 4K so far?
Dune, all day long.
Cool.
I just
Justin?
love that film.
Have you
so
put it in a
much.
protector yet, Paul?
No.
I don't know. I haven't seen too many of them, but I think probably be like something like June or Last Night in Soho or Duel. The other one.
Okay, cool.
It's been a really nice 4K that you could only get on Steelbook. I mean, I think that's a very weird thing where the
Magpie
UK
got the import. Magpie got the import of Last Duel, didn't you?
Please don't show me a steelbook.
That one? No. Last Duel?
Yeah, he got the import. Yeah.
That is another one. I really enjoyed
I
that
think
one.
it's a very strange situation where they bring out a 4K Steelbook in the UK, but they don't bring out a 4K Amaray.
Yeah, they're doing that a lot. They're doing that a lot.
Yeah, or they're releasing it 2 weeks after, isn't it?
Now, haven't they? They've done it on. They've done it on The Last Duel, and they've done it on Raging Fire.
Raging Fire.
Yeah, Raging Fire. Yeah.
He's back.
I'm back, but I don't know how long I'm going to be here.
All right, cool. We're gonna be on for another 10 minutes, so we'll quickly
Nice,
finish the
right.
question. And what I'll do, I'll run through the question, and if just one person wants to answer, just answer it. Paul, back to that question. Favourite 4K you bought so far this year, Big Paulie?
Favorite 4K. Oh my god, I don't know. Probably the Monsterverse box set, the 4 steelbooks.
That's a good set.
Nice
set.
box set. Cool. Bullet.
I hated this in my initial reporting of it, but it really grew on me once I bought it. So it's my favourite. Still that. Just the
I've
colour.
never seen it.
What? Never seen Roger Rabbit.
But it
No.
will be to buy my Matrix Titans Occult when it arrives.
Lee's got a few of them.
I haven't. I'm only about the two.
So we'll go through these questions. Apologies to everyone that's watching. We've missed a lot of questions. So we're having a chat with all of us as a group, because a lot of us, and then we'll try and get as many as possible. So I'll stick these up. Whoever wants to answer. We do maybe another 10 questions if we can. Right, so we've got Marcus here. Thoughts on the Hannibal franchise, movies, TV shows? Anyone a fan?
The TV
I'm a
show was
massive
amazing.
fan of the Hannibal with Mads Mikkelsen, but I've not finished the third series. But it is an amazing, mind-blowing series.
That show's
mind-blowing.
It
is mind-blowing.
Okay, cool. So we've got young moviegoer here. What's your guys' favourite movie based on a TV show? Is it South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut? It was the most clever from what I've seen. Potentially, I'm going to say maybe Walking Dead. I think there's a few films still coming out. That's what I'm looking forward to.
There should be a couple of movies coming out, 2 or 3 or something they're doing, aren't they?
Yeah, meant to be.
So anyone want to answer that question? TV show gone into a movie?
Star Trek wise, Star Trek First Contact.
Okay.
The Next Generation crew.
Cool. David, favourite Superman film? Let's quickly go through it.
Man of Steel.
Rob's going to say the same as me, ain't you, Rob?
Man of Steel.
Returns. I was going to say Superman Returns.
Yeah.
I think Superman Returns is so underrated.
Yeah, it is.
Man of Steel.
Batman versus Superman for me.
Okay. Anyone else?
The original.
Man of Steel.
The original.
The original's really good,
yeah, definitely the original.
This is going to be a mixed one, I think. We talked about this earlier.
Not seen it.
I didn't like it at all.
I've not seen
I
it.
haven't watched it.
I think Paul's the only one we didn't hear from about this. You liked it, didn't you?
I really liked it, yeah.
Well, I liked it as well, yeah. Me and Big Paulie
I
both
thought it
liked
was
it.
all right. The gore and that. I just thought, like you said, it was mimicking Halloween too much. The remake.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I just enjoyed it for what it was just nice to have something on Netflix, which was something you'd be looking forward to watching and know what to expect going into, as opposed to something out of the blue where you don't know what's going to happen with it.
Yeah. And we did only have a trailer. I think the trailer wasn't like a year before it came out. I think the trailer was quite recent as well. So you're right. You had something to look forward to, and it was weird watching a film that you would intentionally probably see in the cinema. So it could have gone that way with Scream. I didn't like Scream. I thought Scream was awful.
I enjoyed Scream. Watched that the other night. But it was just a rehash of the first one.
Yeah, it was all right.
The only problem I had with Texas Chainsaw is, with all the other ones with Leatherface, he has a full head mask. But on this one, it's just a face, and he puts it on, but you don't see him like get any tied on, or it's almost like the blood has just kept it on. I don't get how that stayed on. That's the only bit.
The only bit. Did you have no issues with his age? Because obviously,
that was a bit.
Well, you got Michael Myers when he's 70, so he can do all that stuff. You know what I mean? So
it's just they become. I think they said about Jason after Jason number 5 when he comes back and he gets a stick through him and he gets electrocuted. That's when he becomes a zombie. I think there's a law when this is when he dies and he comes back to life. Obviously, it's don't you think like the Halloween? It's just ridiculous now because they're obviously going to kill him.
I don't think they will.
They won't kill him. They won't kill him.
If they kill him, they kill a franchise.
Yeah.
Evil dies tonight.
No, but do they? Do they? Because look, it's all it'll just get a reboot.
Probably make him president.
Yeah, couldn't do it worse, could they?
Get a reboot.
Yeah, possibly.
Right, so we've got
If
5
I'm gonna
minutes.
be just a quick question. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't. As much as I want them to kill him, I don't think they'll kill Michael Myers in Halloween Ends. I think they'll keep him alive so they can do more. I don't think they'll kill him off.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
Right. Well, I've got a question. Is everyone sick to death of waiting around for post-credit scenes?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Marvel. It's Marvel that started it.
Yeah, but every film, because I watched Texas Chainsaw, turned it off. You see the post-credit scene? What?
Rob, you do know you've got like a fast forward button on your remote. You do know that, don't you?
I know, but I forward it too far and it goes to the beginning again, didn't it? As you got, I've never done it the other day, pressing forward for ages.
It's like just this isn't a spoiler, by the way. It's like the new Spider-Man. Is it No Way Home? The credit clip at the very end is the trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse.
Yeah.
And then about a week later, the trailer got released, so you can just watch it on YouTube.
See, I think when that comes out on disc, they'll take that out as the disc.
Yeah.
Because there's no need for that.
Yeah.
There's no need.
I think Big Paulie's in the multiverse.
It's almost upside down.
Pauline. It's Pauline.
He's going quiet again.
So we've got one more question. He found Indiana Jones Complete Adventures Blu-ray box set for
What? 300 quid?
£300.
What?
Okay. I know charity shops, I've seen a few videos, are taking the piss for their pricing because most of their stuff gets put to one. I've got a friend that's got a toy collector shop down here. He used to go in charity shops, they always used to put figures by for him. Now, they've got a separate bit at the back with a little screen and they take pictures for eBay. So it's back in the day, you can't go in a charity shop. If they're saying it's worth money, I'll give them a little bit more money. But
the thing you can't about charity shops, I think because they think it's a Blu-ray, they think it's worth loads of money, but it's not. And because it's a Blu-ray, they'll put a $5 on it, or $4.99 a $5. It's, you know what I mean?
Oh, £3.
He's changed it.
We've got another few minutes, so I'm going to do something different on this channel. I always mention about other people's channel and not really push them. So for the people that got channels, we'll go from Bullet onwards. People that are not subscribed to you, just maybe say a little bit about your channel, what you do, and obviously, yeah, we'll see if we can get you some more subscribers.
Yeah, well, with my channel, I like to report what's happening on the Mondays, what's releasing, what's coming soon, what's coming in the following week, stuff that's coming out around the world, how to get a hold of it. I'm looking for the cheapest deal possible. I give away films every Friday. My videos have been slightly off because I've been ill, so trying to get back into a routine is quite fun at the moment. Last week there wasn't really much out at all, so I really couldn't motivate myself to do a video. But I'm back, I'm bad, and I'm black, and I'm mad. So I really, the more people you subscribe, become my friend on Facebook as well. All the information's on my videos. You'll see it all there. Get yourself some free films from me. Simple as that. And be my friend.
Yeah. And we've got the Batman channel.
And Jason Brett, so fuck me, please. Get me 700.
So we've got the Batman. He hasn't got a channel, but he's in the Facebook community. If you want to get in contact with him, he's a great guy. And obviously he's one of our admins.
I do have an Instagram account, JS Dark Knight.
So follow him, and he posts some fantastic content. Let's go on to the blue one. He's not blue. He's not blue. He's taken some.
Basically, I do weekly hauls because if I did them monthly, they'd last for about 17 hours. Because I spend far too much money. I do occasional unboxings, and I would like to receive a lot more input on what people would like to see unboxed of any of my hauls, because I don't get enough feedback, and therefore I don't really know what people want to see until Big Paul beats me to it. The other thing that I've introduced, I'm trying to get something off the ground at the moment, which is I've got this week I've announced sort of like I've got for Valentine's Day this thing called A Year of Dates, which has got 50 different movies in it with inside sealed envelopes, which is supposed to watch together and just discuss and stuff. So me and my wife are going to watch them and review them together, and I'm going to summarise what we think, and hopefully that'll be a new thing that I'll be interested in.
You've got good things in the work.
An occasional thing with books about movies, and not sort of like the stories, but more about behind the scenes, or books set about weird things in that universe, like how the Starship Enterprise was built not as in not as in the model, but as in like the like which space station it was constructed at and stuff like that, and what year. And
Cool.
I'm trying to like. I'm always willing to take suggestions on what anybody's willing to be interested in. As long as I can do it, I will do that.
So check out Blue Justin's channel, and everyone go and watch that Mummy unboxing. Paul, you missed it earlier. It's heartwarming. Obviously, it's funny, but it's not the Justin. Magpie, explain what you do, and you're going to bring your streams back soon, aren't you? Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm just basically on YouTube to annoy everybody, and I think I'm doing a good job of that so far. I'm sure Lee would. Yep. See, I knew Lee would be enjoying that. I do my live streams, which introduce Rob to the world of live streams and Pete to the world of live streams.
That's your fault.
Yes. Sorry. Apologies. Yeah. With the live streams as well. I know it's not for everybody here, Lee. I get all the Americans coming on as well. On my live streams. I'm cutting down on my purchasing at the moment. Obviously, at the moment, it's going to be CX vouchers, and that's it. To do like hauls, and I'm trying to do some reviews of like what I've been watching and things like that. Especially with trying to revisit older movies of late, like not older, like late '90s, early 2000s. Like I said, the ones I've been watching recently.
Football Nights. Don't forget them.
Which one?
And it's just they're finding some Magpie movies, and you've also started up the Blue Tube community, haven't you? So we've got a separate community for your film.
Yeah, and there may or may not be a live stream on Friday, but just so keep an eye out for that. That's some self promotion there. Thank you very much.
Well, let's move up to Lee. Lee's got a new group that he's just started. Do you want to talk about that? On
no. Go on, someone else.
Ads.
I'm on Instagram, so Adam_Sykes78. I've got YouTube, but I haven't really put any content up. And I'm also on Facebook, and part of the new group that Lee set up. All Things Films.
Okay.
All Things Films.
Well done, Adam.
Excellent.
Top man.
And the last but not least, we've got Playtendo guy. Tell us about yourself.
Oh, well, I do Blu-ray hunts, Blu-ray hauls, video game reviews, and obviously do some live streams on a Wednesday night. Try to do some movie reviews in the future, but it's a lot of fun.
Don't forget you're a stunt double. Don't forget that.
And you kissed your own sister in that film. Is that right?
Yeah, it's wrong.
What's going on? Right. So I'll just quickly say it wasn't a £300 Indiana Jones. It was a £3 charity one.
It was a £3.
And we've got Big Paulie said his phone's died. Obviously, right at the end of the stream. I just want to thank all you guys for joining. Me, Lee, Ads. We love you all to come on. We're going to do this hopefully every week. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to all of our channels. Watch this on repeat if you haven't watched it. And we'll see you real soon. See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.